Everyone, if you're a subscriber to the channel but you want more exclusive content, consider becoming a Storm Nation member. You can just click the join button and pick one of the 3 tiers that best suit you, and you get more exclusive content such as my top 3, Ask Robert, where Tier 2 and Tier 3 members get to ask me questions, or the weekly Storm Nation live stream, which is a live stream that's exclusive to only Storm Nation members, hosted by both me and Filmmaster Adam, where you guys, the Mega Tier members, actually get to be a part of the stream. So if you guys want more exclusive content that's not available for regular subscribers, be sure to hit the join button, pick a tier that best suits you, and it helps support the channel, so I appreciate that. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Hey, what's up, people? Welcome back to the channel once again. Hey, I got it right. The white and black white. Okay, good. We're on the right. All right, here we go. I was hoping I did that right. This is gonna be our Falcon Winter Soldier finale discussion. Yeah, so we were going at it. Actually, they were going at it in the backstage. So I have a feeling this is gonna be kind of hectic.
Interesting.
Today. Yeah, interesting, I guess. I personally agree with all of you guys. So, you know, being the token white guy of the show, I mean, well, there's another white guy, but you know what I mean.
He's Spanish. Don't get it twisted. You are the token white guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Just call me Blanquito.
Yeah, está bien.
Yeah, this episode was absolutely fire, though.
It was fire.
I love the suit.
He's just pushing it more. I feel like you need to be at a Bruce Springsteen concert with that lighter. You love the suit. Okay, let's jump on that suit first. I want to get the bad out of the way first. That suit, I didn't like that suit at all.
I don't mind the suit. I hate the mask.
That's what it was. It was the mask that got me, and I'm like, "What is this thing wrapping around your head?" No, I don't like it. Like,
I understand. I understand it was in the comic book, but you look at Steve Rogers' costumes in the MCU. His costume is always best when he's not wearing that fucking mask.
And you would think if it was coming from Wakanda, it would have been a little bit more high tech than what he got. Like
that's the one thing I was saying. Like vibranium in the suit. Like what the fuck?
I mean, yes, there was.
Maybe the wings.
The wings. No, I mean the wings, yeah, but the
the power source and all that. But I don't know. I think that going back to Captain America, his suits were great. But the thing is that his first suits sucked and they evolved pretty quickly. Yeah. So I'm glad we got this suit. I'm glad it was comic book accurate. But evolve that shit next time we see him, please.
They will. But I did like the fact that it was comic book accurate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was fire with that shield, though. I'm not even gonna lie, man.
Hey, listen, and it made sense. He had like that Rocky montage last episode, so he was able to we actually saw him do those things that he was practicing with. So I was like, that's good. That's cool.
And you know what else I like too? When he shot the shield at Barack and Barack kicked the chair, you could see like the shield fell down, right? So you could tell he doesn't have that strength, because if it was Captain America that shot it, it
would have gone straight through that. Would have broke through that chair.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
What else did I like about the episode?
Liked or not like?
U.S. agent fake ass shield.
Okay, all right. U.S. agent. So I'm gonna jump into some of the things. I actually wrote stuff down today, people, because I rewatched the episode right before. Now it's only certain things. So one thing I didn't like was U.S. agent and his arc. Like one of the things I didn't like about that was, okay, you're an asshole, people didn't like you, but then it's like the opposite of the white savior trope, or they kind of like switched it around a little bit, where he's bad, he's doing everything terrible at the beginning, we hate him, we don't like him, then all of a sudden he wants to come and help out and with everybody, and I'm like, yo, like, you're still an asshole. Like, I get it, you killed somebody, you got off on it, now you're out here helping somebody. If I killed somebody by accident, my ass was not walking out of anywhere and my butt was staying in jail, but you're out here getting passes and buys. And I'm okay with how it happens, because I understand he has a reason and a purpose going forward. But, I just felt that was kind of like,
Well, I'll say this, because he wasn't really an asshole. He only became an asshole after his friend died.
No, he was an asshole pretty much when he was born.
Yeah. I'm with Sharif on this one.
I don't think so. He wanted them to help him. He was trying to do what was pretty much good. You had the tendencies in him, but
no, he was an asshole. Come on, like honking the horn, like blaring the siren, being a dick, like being a dick to the Dora Milaje, like before the serum. Like
he was a tryhard. He was a tryhard before.
Yeah, I don't think he was a dick though.
I mean, I'm just saying, like the fact that all right, I get it. He has a point. You know, he's going forward. Thunderbolts, you know, Val, Cortez. I get it. He has a whole point, but I just didn't like how they made it seem like he was okay. You know what I mean? At the end, and I get like, and they try to like circumvent it because when Buck and I'm gonna call him Cap now for reasons. When Buck and Cap are running through and they have to split apart. Soldiers like Buck is like, I got him, don't worry, like, you know, like I'm not gonna let him do no stupid shit, like, and they were okay with it. That was one thing that struck me with the dislike.
What my dislikes were, he didn't give a fuck that Peggy Carter got shot. He grabbed the fucking Sharon Carter, like he didn't give a fuck that she got shot. He went straight to the fucking terrorist and carried her like she was fucking Lois Lane. You know what I mean? I was like, Peggy Carter is a friend.
Stop calling her a terrorist.
Yeah. I mean, I get why he did it, like, you know, mentality purposes. Obviously, for the movie, like for the show, it was like, yeah, check on your friend. But if you see her breathing, you know what I mean? She's a tough chick. She'll be fine. But at the same time, I guess he understood where she was coming from. I guess it was like, to him, on a different twist, it's kind of like a Fred Hampton or somebody, some type of savior, or Malcolm or Martin getting killed, and he's like, look what this person was doing to try to show you. But at the same time, I understand what you're saying. Like, I didn't like that he did that, but there was a story purpose for him.
But you gotta realize something. She was a teenager. She was younger. Right. So there's that. She's still a child.
Yeah,
she's still a child. So he was trying to save her, like you were saying, right? So that's why he probably ran to her first before going to see Sharon. Yeah, Sharon, she's a field agent. She's been shot a couple of times, but she, obviously.
Yeah, you helped me out in the middle of the thing. You've been on the run for years. You're in the dangerous city in the world. You know, like, come on, the most dangerous city. Like,
I didn't forget my promise.
Yeah.
And they confirmed the Captain America 4.
Yep.
All right. Well, I guess that's the end of my dislikes, honestly, of this episode. Like the suit, U.S. agent, and that. Good. I really like one of the things. There was a couple of things that I liked, but I liked how Zemo still played a prominent part in this episode, and it kind of ties into what's going to happen with him next. And I didn't catch it the first time, but it was his butler that killed the remaining flag smashers, and I didn't realize that. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. And then he just smiles. And I honestly believe that shot of him in the raft and that whole sequence had to do with Black Widow and how they were going to introduce Yelena Belova and the Thunderbolts and how he's going to get there. Because put it together, Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross runs the raft. He's in the raft. I mean, he's one of the smartest, like, anti-heroes that he's probably ever had in the raft that he can use for his own things. And then, you're going to have Yelena Belova, where she's going to be, I don't know, I'm thinking she's going to be a disgraced, agent by the end of Black Widow. And, on the run, kind of.
Is that Florence Pugh's character?
Yeah. Black Widow's sister is going to be on the run. And then, she's somehow going to connect with, Zemo and this and that, because it's been confirmed that there was an end credit scene in Black Widow that was going to connect the Falcon and Winter Soldier, but they had to switch it around now because, the show came out before the movie.
Right.
So, I mean, I like all of that and where it's going. And we know, Abomination's coming back and things like that. So it's leaning towards the Thunderbolts, and I'm cool with it.
One of my biggest issues, real quick. Sorry, guys.
Go ahead.
And making is Sharon Carter the power broker?
Yeah, Sharon Carter. Yeah,
that pissed me off.
But the thing was, we knew it. Like I called that. No, that's too obvious.
It was obvious, and then they did it, and I'm like, nah, man.
I didn't care for it because I didn't like her. So let me just jump into this real quick. I'm just gonna jump on this real quick. So Captain America, the first Captain America movies was about, blonde hair, blue eyes, supporting the United States, being that person. And I'm all cool with that. No problem. He had the right tone, the right type, the right temperament, the right character, everything. Everybody loved him. Didn't matter who he was. He was like Justin Timberlake with a shield. It's fine. Cool. Awesome. But now what's happening, and I'm okay, but I'm like, look, let's see how people react to this, where now you have a black Captain America, and now you have all these supporting characters who are of lighter skin. I'm not going to call them all white, but of lighter skin. And now they're doing bad shit. Sharon Carter as the power broker. Val as, the opposite Nick Fury. You're going to have, Thaddeus Thunderbolt recruiting all these enemies. And now you're going to have a white guy standing next to a black cap. So it's like, all right, so all those years you had was pretty awesome. It was always an audition for you to be standing in the forefront. And I want to see how people take that, because obviously we know of another stream, I'm not going to mention no names, who obviously are disenfranchised and don't know exactly what they're thinking about when they're talking about how things are okay and that people would accept and this, that. There's going to be a whole lot of stuff coming out.
I'm very happy that you said I'm not going to name names, because we don't want to promote people.
I don't name names. First of all, I don't know their name. I just got sent a link. That's it. I didn't bother to learn their names or anything. But there are people out there that just don't understand like that. I actually watched a video, and I'll name drop this. It's called the Take. It's a YouTube channel, and they talk about different tropes in movies and TV shows and things like that. They talk about the white savior prototype. They talk about the interracial relationship, type, and they really dive into it. And I watched this recently, was one that they talked about with Judas and the Black Messiah, and how it was about socialism versus capitalism, and how it really, really drove the point home of what was going on. And I feel like with new Captain America having been confirmed for Cap 4, I think that this is going to change. It's going to turn a lot of people off, but at the same time, it's going to force the perspective of a lot of things of how, Captain America or America isn't always great, which is like something that people are now waking up to around the world, and how people have been yelling it and shouting it out.
Do you think it's going to turn a lot of people off, though?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I know it's going to turn off your everyday bigot, but you look at what Black Panther did in the theaters. With Captain America, with Sam, we can get the same type of thing going.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's possible, right? But you got to understand, it's Black Panther, but now you have a black man representing America.
That's exactly the difference. Yeah.
And just like he said, and I don't care what people want to say. Yes, there are people that will accept it, but he says in the show there are millions of people that are looking at me funny, and that's exactly correct. Because when Obama became president, there were millions of people that did not want to have a black president. There were millions of people that didn't vote for him just because he was black.
They waited 8 years to come out and say something after the fact.
You know what I mean?
So
after the first time, I was like, "Well, he did do a pretty bad job." It was okay.
Yeah, and then it's like, and that's why I find, because Black Panther was all about himself. He was about Wakanda, about Africa, about this, about that. He had nothing to do with America. I mean, he slapped that American agent all over the face, like, and again, like, when it comes to black-centered stories, when it comes to like movies and things, a lot of black filmmakers tend to push the white characters to the side, as in Black Panther. You had that guy, and he was just pushed to the side, and he was just a character. Then I remember watching Malcolm X, and there was a scene where a woman came up to him and said, "What can I do to help your cause?" As a white woman who understands and really wants to help, and he's like, "Absolutely nothing." Get out of my face. And it was like, that can't happen in a Black Captain America film. That can't, because you're representing America, and that's going to piss people off, because it's going to show them who they are. Who knows? He might have to land in Kentucky. He might have to fight in Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? We don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be something. It's definitely going to be something.
Go ahead, guys. You're going to say something before I cut you off?
Shit. I was gonna say that I agreed with you. I'm on the Sharon Carter being the power broker. I think General Ross would have been the smarter way to go. Like, it would have been best way to throw in the Thunderbelts on that one. But the things I didn't like about that would be that I didn't like the way how was it Carly? Yeah, Carly. Yeah, she started like at the end fighting with Sam. Hit me back. I was like, God damn it, man. Like, I found that scene was way too rush. I guess they had to finish the episode.
Mm-hmm.
But I just found it was like too much. And the ending with freaking US agent. I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah,
like,
oh yeah.
You know what? It was like an episode of Seinfeld. The way he was reacting.
Yeah.
So it's like it was exactly like that. So
or maybe that was an actual reaction because after he finished filming, he's like, "I'm gonna be in the MCU." I'm getting paid at least 4 more movies, or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? I was thinking of it.
No, because to be honest with you, if he does like get into a movie, he'll have like bigger movies than his father. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He'll be bigger movies than his
had
father
one
ever
MCU
was.
movie and got killed. He at least had a couple episodes.
Right. A couple episodes and a movie, maybe.
Exactly.
Right?
Absolutely. But what I was happy about was finally George St. Pierre decided to speak his French Quebecer French instead of trying to force a French from France accent that he couldn't do for his freaking life.
Like, listen here, you want me to die in this episode? I'm going to talk like I want to talk in this episode. Then fuck you, I don't know. I was like, okay, good shit.
I like the fact that they still haven't killed him yet.
Nope.
Yeah, he's dead now. I double checked. At the end of the episode, he got shot by Sharon.
He did?
And he lied down. He was dead.
Yes,
he's dead.
He did.
I was because like for like the whole week because I didn't watch. Well, not the whole week, but since yesterday.
I must have missed that shit. He got shot by Sharon.
Rewatch it, because when they were all in the standoff.
Yes.
And I was happy because I was like, oh man, George St. Pierre is gonna make some long money. I mean, he's been in here since 2011, Winter Soldier, and here. Oh shit, he died.
Yeah. I remember now when he was like, "Oh, you're the power broker," and blah blah blah.
Yeah, he wanted more money.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was good. Another thing that I liked was at the end when he was talking to Isaiah and he went back because for me, I've had this conversation with some people where I'm a dad and I grew up here in America and I'm kind of getting to be like Isaiah Bradley, like very disenfranchised and not even like not that I don't care or anything like that, but it just you can see that and so the fact that Falcon was able to talk to him and still go his own way and not lead into that bitterment and still be hopeful. I thought that was a great way to turn that around. And also what it kind of did, and when he showed him like his monument in the museum and thing like that, I thought that was really cool. And that brought me back to a term that I've heard before, justice delayed, not justice deferred. Whereas, it takes a while for people to notice things. Like right now, I think Biden just said he recognizes the Armenian genocide or something like that, just like today or yesterday. And another story that I read was there was this kind of bringing it back to reality was there was this woman, it was a cop, I think in New York or New Jersey or something like that, where she stopped her fellow officer from choking someone out. And what happened is she got brought up on charges for assault, aggravated battery on a fellow officer, something like that, and then they fired her and got rid of her pension because she was stopping them from killing someone.
Wow.
But now, just a week ago or 5 days ago, they relooked at it because everything of George Floyd and everything that's happening, they relooked at it from like 10, 15 years ago, and then they reinstated her pension by saying that she was actually within her, that she was actually doing a good job to stop somebody because this same cop got fired like 3-4 years ago for aggravated battery and aggravated assault on whatever it is on a person
ridiculous
on a criminal on whatever a suspect. And so now I'm kind of like, look at this, like that's great. Like she had to wait 15 years to get almost her $1 million pension restored because it got taken away from her, and Isaiah Bradley had to wait however many years for him to come out of jail, go into hiding, and now he's able to be celebrated and things like that. So I mean, there's a lot. I was happy about that. That just made me feel really good.
And another thing too is when he in the previous episode when he was like no self-respecting black man would ever take up the mantle of Captain America. I really love that because that's the way their generation thought. You know what I mean? Like my dad's generation, though, that's how it was. Like, you're a black man, you ain't gonna go fight for no damn country. What's wrong with you? You know what I mean? The country will be a quick. So I like that. And then what happened was in this last episode, Sam was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna do what I can to try and change shit. And I'm gonna take the Captain America mantle and I'll run with it. I know people won't like it, but I'm still gonna take it. I love that shit. It was so good.
It was, and the thing is that it's the mentality we have now between millennials and the older generation. Because I'm kind of in between. Like I can understand like what the hell are these damn kids listening to nowadays, and they running around doing this crazy shit. But again, at the same time, I can be kind of hopeful and eat my avocado toast and macchiatos and be okay with it. But
avocado toast,
brother, trust me. Hey,
Yeah.
I was
my wife has that too.
I was the same way. I was the same way until a couple months ago. Like, have you ever tried avocado? Fuck no! Like, try this. Oh, okay.
No. I mean, I just never put it on toast, but I always had avocado. But I'm just saying, one way or the other, like I get the whole point, and I'm glad that we're taking up that fight against that old generation that was like bitter and hated. Not to a point was not happy with white folks. To now we're like, okay, we've been living, growing with them. Yeah, it's still not perfect, but at least Billy understands, and I can like kind of work with him, and we can kind of move that needle forward. And I'm cool with that because it's the same way I feel on the other side of the aisle where you have these Caucasian folks whose older generation of families were super duper racist, and now they're coming up now, and they have to have that similar fight. So showing that we have that same fight on our side makes it more human and understandable, and like we're not as different as you may seem.
Absolutely.
So I'm cool with that.
And that speech pissed off a lot of people. Though.
Yeah,
trust me. I know.
I love that. I love that fucking.
I loved it too. Man. I think it was up to what the world is right now, and for people to say that a black man wouldn't speak like that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know a lot of black men that would speak like that.
I've said it. I've said
it before the show even started. I said it when they were even like hinting at it.
You know what I mean?
So I was in a specific chat and I heard the man say that, a black man say that. I'm like,
can I ask
holy shit, man! Give me your black card because you don't fucking deserve.
And give it to Rob. Take that black card. Give it to Rob. Go ahead, Rob.
No, so as the resident cracker here, I'm not a cracker, but I'm a white guy. I whatever.
Sorry, was there a difference?
Yes, there is, because crackers are, they're
great with soup.
But
I love them when they're in a barrel. I mean,
keep your thought, Robert. But
yeah,
JJ always says, you know how it says, once you go black, you never go back.
Yeah.
JJ has a saying, it always tastes, but everything tastes better on a cracker.
But they still need something to supplement it.
That is correct.
Here's my thought on that, because you guys said that some black people were criticizing the speech, saying a black man wouldn't speak like that. Is that sort of like the Fresh Prince mentality, where Carlton is less black because he's more educated? And rich?
No. What it is not that he's less educated. The thing is that it's not that he wouldn't speak like that. It's the fact that, I don't know. Let me try to get this correct. It's being hopeful. You got to remember. See, the thing is that Falcon has been around the best minds, the best characters, the best heroes for the last 10 years. Yeah. So he sees it a little different. When you're behind enemy lines and you're the one in front of the cop car and you're the one at the bank trying to get a loan and you're the one there, you're going to have a different outlook than you're going to see of him, than he's going to have. So it's not that they wouldn't. It's just that someone from, I would say someone from my old neighborhood would never be like, yo, I'm not walking in front of no cameras talking to nobody. They ain't going to listen to me anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, but Falcon felt empowered because he's like, I knew Captain America. I knew the best of what it could be. But I also grew up as black, and I also understand what it is for these stars and stripes. And now I'm standing here holding your shield, wearing your colors in front of your people making decisions. And now I can go ahead and say what I have to say. You don't like it? So what? Come see me. I got this guy standing right next to me that can they can rip your head off with his left arm. I got this other guy who can kill you with a shield, even though I'm not messing with him. You know what I'm saying? And then I still got the backing of the whole government, and I got this Wakandan suit. Come talk to me. So it's like the fact that he has that power, he can say something.
Something just popped in my head, other than the fact that we have not gotten any super chats. We're already 30 minutes in, but so they made it a point in this episode, and I do know there's a big difference, but I just want to bring this up anyway. They made it a big point in this episode or in this series that America accepted a black man as Captain America. We all had this discussion. We knew that this was going to be the arc. And I loved the arc and I loved everything about it. But how come no one bat an eye? And I do, please hear me out. I do know there's a big difference between the two, but how come nobody bat an eye when Rhodey was Iron Patriot?
That's a good point. That's
because
point.
I think that he was a relegated side character because he was always standing next to the thing, standing next to Iron Man, and Iron Man always outshone, and he already.
So he was basically Falcon to Tony Stark.
Yeah, 100%. He was the original Falcon, and then Falcon became Falcon. Obviously. But yeah, so nobody cared. But now, if you start to put you know what I think is gonna, where we're gonna have a. I was watching. I don't know if you guys watched Grace Randolph Beyond the trailer, but she made a point of now we're gonna have many different Black-centric superheroes. We're changing from Iron Man to Ironheart. You know, we're going from, you know, we're still having Black Panther. Now we're changing Captain America to be Black. And, you know, we're going to have this, we're going to have that. And we're going to see how these people change. We're going to see how these people change and see how they take it and see how they say. So if Rhodey got pushed to the forefront, I mean, he was already the forefront, but Rhodey's always been used as a pawn because nobody cares about the American, you know,
they made fun of him in Avengers too. They made fun of him in Avengers too. It was like, was that a War Machine story? Yeah. Oh, it was good. It was good then.
Yeah. So I mean, like nobody cares because like they all know that he's being used as a pawn for the military. It's not like he's leading the military, being the might of the military. He still has, you know, U.S. you know, Air Force on his side and this, that, and the third.
Don't forget, we still got Monica Rambeau that's gonna be in there somewhere.
I
was gonna say that.
Exactly. We still have that. So it's like we're gonna see how it goes. But someone in the comments, they did say something that was really cool, and I thought it was awesome. It was they said. Through Kevin Feige, Stan Lee is living on. And I think what they meant by that is the fact that Stan Lee always kind of pushed boundaries and always wanted to include people of color in different situations, even though he messed up a couple times with Fu Manchu and things in Shang-Chi and things like that. But he always wanted to push boundaries of who can be superheroes and not and whatever and what it is. And I feel like Kevin Feige is doing the same thing.
At least it didn't pour George Lucas selling to freaking Kathleen Kennedy to be in charge of Star Wars, right? Should have put, you know, Favreau on that one. And,
that would have been something. That would have been something. I mean, but go ahead, Mikey.
Going ahead with the episode, right? And like when that whole series started and they did the first you know, Black Falcon thing and the cop thing, I was like, I hope they don't make every episode about race. And I'm glad they didn't. And but they did, right? The whole thing as a fixture, if you look at it at a standpoint, it was very it was political, right? In a sense, but the way they went about it was genius.
It's always about the way you go about it. You look at Black Panther and you look at what Black Panther stood for and the message behind that movie, yet people can go in and enjoy it just as a movie. But when you start and that's the biggest problem with like Star Wars and the SJW with Rey and all that, is because they went over there and they were hitting you over the head with it, with the shit instead of worrying about the story first. Like Kevin Feige came in, went to Ryan Coogler, like, this is what we want. Do whatever you want with it as long as you stay in this parameter, you know? And look what he did with Killmonger and the speech at the end of that and all that. Oh my God, we got a super chat. Woo! Oh shit. Sorry.
Ding 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 ding.
It doesn't say nothing, it just says always school for 5 hours.
You see, and this is the thing, right? We get all those SJW stuff and all that crap, but people forget about fucking Ripley, Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor, yeah.
You know what I mean? These were strong women, and we didn't have to get a thrown in your face. They made the movies for strong women, and you got that.
Look at what is it? 2016 Ghostbusters, 2014, what the all-female one? That whole movie was we're women. But like you go back and look at Ghostbusters in the 80s, they're Ghostbusters. They didn't have to be men. They were just Ghostbusters.
Right.
What was the all-female Oceans movie? Ocean 13? I actually liked that movie.
Ocean's 8.
Yeah, I liked that movie because it wasn't hitting you over the head that they were all female. Well, you need to make a movie, and then whoever you cast is whoever you cast. You shouldn't make your movie based on
if it's a female or a black man or an Asian man.
They ever forget about the Charlie's Angels running from the 80s and all the way, and then they even made a movie twice? Come on.
Absolutely. Man. You know what I mean? They can do it. We can get representation without them shoving it down your face all the freaking time.
Look at the first Wonder Woman, right? The symbolism of her walking across no man's land is symbolism. It's there, but you can watch it and they're not hitting you over the head with it.
You can jump even a little closer. You have Raya and the Last Dragon. If you watch that, that's a very good, not a superhero story, but it's a great story about female-led movie, and it didn't make men look like shit.
No,
you know what I mean?
Great
and
movie.
it was wonderful. So I mean, it's possible to be out there, and it's possible to have stories that don't hit you over the head with what's going on. Yeah, I happen to be black, I happen to be a female, I happen to be gay or whatever, but that's not the whole point of the movie. It's just part of it. I think that's cool, and that's what they need to start doing. And I believe that, they moving forward. I think Marvel is getting a hang of it and getting a grip of it, and we'll see what happens. I mean, I feel like their next shot to get into a next community is going to be Miss Marvel with the Indian Pakistani community, and go from there and see what happens. Like, yeah, she's Indian, she's Pakistani, but also she's going to be a superhero.
But you see, there's even people that get upset about that.
I know.
But again, those are the older people. That's like the older generation that's holding on to these tropes. But like Indian Americans and younger Black Americans and younger they don't care. They want to see it, and I'm okay with it as long as it doesn't.
But I'm just freaking out of people getting upset with this shit and finding all these conspiracy theories and this and that. Just sit back. If you don't want to watch it, don't fucking watch it.
For real.
Don't start freaking bringing in freaking agendas because you're theorizing something that whatever may have a little tiny 5% facts from whatever news you're reading and fuck it up for the rest of us, and trying to influence and cancel it through your bullshit, man. And it's just let it be.
And this is the thing with Black Panther making over $1 billion. Let's be real. It's the first black movie that ever made over $1 billion. You understand? So the Marvel guys are saying, okay, so now we can do some representative movies and know that they're going to be profitable as long as we do it. And I don't care if it's a superhero movie. We got $1 billion black movie.
Shang-Chi's going to make money. I'm telling you this right now. If they stay with depending how it might do super well in China. And if it does super well in China as well over here,
I think what might happen with Shang-Chi, but you were going back to what you're talking about, Enzo. I call it the Black Panther effect, and I talked about it after I saw some articles online about after the movie was released. That the head of Disney World, the head of Disney, Iger and Chapek and all of them sent emails out about how great it is and how wonderful they feel and accomplished it is that this movie was such diverse and made all this money. And I told somebody, I was like, listen, this is going to be the beginning of a flood of black filmmakers being able to get greenlit all of a sudden and all these different stories. Now, they're not all going to be good, but they are going to actually open the door for people to say, hey, you can make these movies and you can do these things. And Black Panther was able to do that. And now Shang-Chi is a direct effect of that. Now, the only thing I'm going to think of with Shang-Chi is that you got to remember there's a whole 2,000, 5,000 year history that's going to come hitting this thing in the face. So if they mess up, at least with Black Panther, you can mess up a little bit and you still got it. There's only 500 years or whatever of crap here, but it's a lot. And I think that if they stick to the fact that if they continue to bring in the culturalism of what being Chinese means and how it affects the story and whatnot, great. But if they focus it too much on being like this young Asian American thought process, and that clashes with the old with native Chinese back home thought process, that's when it won't do good. In China. But it'll do great here, but it won't do good over there.
All right, I got to get these super chats.
Go ahead.
I didn't know if you were doing the 5-hour shots anymore, Anzo, but you got 3 shots you got to take if that's what you're doing.
I took the 3.
Oh, did you?
You weren't paying attention.
So Keon walked through in a 5-hour super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And then we got Walter coming in with 1, and he comes in with a 5-hour super chat. He said, bring on Young Avengers. Do you guys think they're setting that up?
Yeah, yes. Absolutely, 100%. Yes. Like 100%. I see the young Falcon or young Catway, Isaiah Bradley's grandson. Like, yeah, you can see his that's a whole millennial. That's gonna be like a millennial Avengers, like easily. Like he's gonna have in the comics, he has like a substance abuse problem when it comes to like wanting to take super serum and it wears off and it comes back and he's like a drug addict for serum. I don't know if Disney's gonna go that far, But I can see that happening and setting up West Coast Avengers easily.
They'll have cell phones.
And then
you have Ironheart there too. You're gonna have Ironheart. You're gonna have
twins
all
from WandaVision.
Yeah, come on.
So
you have all these guys.
Hey, Danny, where the hell are you, bro?
So let me tell you what happened with Danny. So Always School comes in and says, "Rest in peace, Stanley." Yeah, thank you for that $5 super chat. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Danny.
Yeah, Danny messaged me. He's like, "We're over a friend's house and we're drinking." So that means one drink, Danny was out. That man wasn't coming on tonight. That man took one shot the other night and that dude was out. That man was like,
yeah, we all know Danny's drinking iced tea or Coke or some shit. Yeah, we're drinking.
Water
it looks like a rum and Coke.
There you go. You are correct.
You are correct. Dude, I so want to go. Where did he live? Georgia?
South Carolina. No?
South Carolina, yeah.
I want to schedule a vacation, go back to Tennessee, and I want to stop over. I seen Poe. I want to see Danny. I want to take that man drink. I want to see how much he could actually drink. Danny's a big guy. You think he would be able to like handle his alcohol?
Nah, just being big don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing.
Really?
Ask a lady. Ask the women. Being big don't always mean everything. Y'all can take from that whatever y'all want, but I'm just saying, like being big don't mean nothing. Just because you big don't mean that you can drink forever. I mean, shit, you know. So, but I don't know. I'm not a big drinker either. Like I don't know. My exes, they used to make fun of me. They just say, "Hey, Sharif, you're too big queer." I'm like, hey, so what? That means I'm cheap when I go out. I'm not spending mad money when I go out. So I'm cool.
Danny said, "You don't give a fuck if you all think it's funny." You're damn right. You're damn right. We think it's funny, Danny.
Absolutely.
I tell you, Danny comes to Montreal. When he comes, he said him and his wife, "Bro, I'm gonna get Danny fucking drunk. I don't give a shit. I'm getting Danny drunk. I'm getting Danny drunk."
You better hit him with that E&J.
You know what I mean?
Dude, one drink, he'll be out though. He'll be drunk on one drink.
That's okay. That is okay. I am getting Danny drunk.
Dude, he had that same bottle of Fireball with his name on it since Christmas. I would have been through like 8 of them damn things already.
So I heard somebody talking about this, and I'm still trying to figure out in my mind whether I liked WandaVision or Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like they both had different
They were completely
perspectives.
Different completely.
But for some reason, WandaVision really kept me engaged
intrigued
the entire time.
The intrigue.
But I like the more reality-based story of Falcon.
Falcon and Winter Soldier just felt like a movie broken up into 6 episodes.
Exactly.
That's why.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Rob. Sorry, go ahead.
WandaVision felt like a series that kept you wanting to know what's gonna happen next.
Yeah.
That's why I say they're different, but I put them on the same level.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking too. I don't like one either. I don't like either one more than the other at all.
The only difference is Falcon Soldier, I would watch all the episodes again.
Yeah,
WandaVision, I will skip to like the 3rd episode.
The last 2 or 3.
Those first 2 episodes, they're useless to watch over and over again. They're unwatchable again. You know what I mean? Even though you get a setup, you get to find out what's going on in the show. But once you know that, you don't need to watch those.
I honestly believe Loki is going to be more like WandaVision than it is Falcon Winter Soldier.
Me too.
It's going to be more episodic. You know.
Me too.
I think so.
I think it's going to be a mix of both.
I think people are going to gravitate towards that a lot more because now you already had this, you already had that. Now you have an asshole who's traveling all over the place, and he's kind of like an old, like it'll remind them of like Iron Man, you know, like just being an ass running around, being that guy, and I feel like people gravitate towards that.
But let's be real, Loki is the most popular character of all 3.
Mm-hmm.
Loki is the most so they got to do that right.
Thirsty girls, man, them thirsty girls gonna be like, "Oh, okay." Tom Hiddleston, the Amazing Webhead said, "Onzo Rob mission, make Danny drunk."
Absolutely, they'll work on it. They'll work on it.
Yes, you can work on it.
I'm telling you,
dude. If Danny would have,
Rob, you gotta take a vacation. You gotta come down the same time as them, man.
I will.
That would be crazy.
Soon the borders open up, dude. I've been wanting to go to Canada for a long time. So, soon the borders open up, man. I'll be there. I'll fly. I don't care.
Protect your boy. Man. His head's gonna be on a swivel, looking at all these exotic women who live in Canada.
Yeah, he needs to see that.
Save his butt, please, because he'll be like a dog.
But imagine how cool will be doing a stream on a patio downtown
with all of us.
That would be cool. We can all just sit there.
Rob, that would be fire.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, we need to set it up like all of us on location doing it. You know, just like on other podcasts and shit.
Yeah,
clean, man.
That would be fire, bro.
Poe never came down like he said he was. Let me put my shocked face on.
Oh, Poe didn't come down?
Hell no, Poe didn't come down.
Yo, Rob, why don't you link up with LDG one fucking Wednesday?
I messaged him. I'm like, LDG, man, come out. And then like the next day, he's like, oh, I just seen your message.
Was this during WandaVision?
No, this was like this was after stuff went down in my life, and I'm like, okay, I need to get out. So I messaged LDG. I'm like, dude, come down to Player One. I'm shooting pool next door. And then he messaged me next day. Oh, I just seen your message. I'm like,
yeah. Sometimes he doesn't look at his Twitter, but if you're gonna go out next weekend or whatever, I'll message him because
I'm there every Wednesday.
I'm gonna tell him, yo, go out with fucking Rob this weekend, man.
Every Wednesday,
hang out, man.
I go out, I go shoot pool with my friends, and then when they go home, depending on how I feel, I jump over to Player One because I know a couple of the bartenders there, and we just talk about shit. So,
because if I was so close to you, I would have fucking been like, yeah, let's go to Player One. I'll drive down there or whatever.
Hell yeah.
It's an hour drive and shit. Let's go do that shit.
I need friends in my life right now.
It's a 2-day drive.
Well, from here.
I was gonna say I'll be there in 2 days.
I mean, going back to the show, man. I don't know. I just want to see where they're gonna go. They just set up so many things, and they set up so many side pieces and plot devices. I'm excited, and I'm really excited for Zemo being like the brainiac of this evil crew or whatever it is, and I think that's going to be pretty awesome. I just want to see how they go forward. I'm really looking forward to see what happens with this Black Widow movie.
Who did Winter Soldier and Civil War? Who did Civil War and Winter Soldier?
The Russo brothers.
The Russos,
Yeah.
I would say they should do the Captain America 4 with Falcon. I think they should do it.
No. Give it to the woman.
They're a little bit too big for that now.
Yeah, give it to the woman who directed all these episodes, the Kari Skoglund that we see at the end of every one. She's been
I have no issues with that, but I think those guys did because Captain America's sequels got better with the sequel. Like the first Captain America for me was pretty trash.
It was a different guy, Joe Johnston.
I wasn't a fan of it, but the second and third one, those shit was fire.
Winter Soldier is still in my top 3 or 4 favorite MCU movies.
Me too.
Yeah.
One of the things I don't like about the whole Zemo story and this whole series is the fucker was in a regular prison and he had millions and no one freaking bailed him out or broke him out. It's like, it doesn't make any sense.
I mean,
the butler can blow up a bunch of people at the end of the show, but all this time he was in jail, they just left his ass there.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe he didn't. I don't know.
Let me do the super chat. Sean came in with a $5 super chat. Rob, you haven't brought up this week's episode of Invincible. It was fire. So I've only watched half of it.
It was fucking fire.
Okay,
oh my God, it was so good.
I don't want spoilers, but let me just ask: did Omni-Man fight Mark?
No.
Okay.
He fights someone else.
Immortal.
Who's Immortal? Yes. Yeah, they bring him back to life, and
because I the thing is, dude, no, I'm liking it. I'm liking where it's going, but the thing is, they're doing certain things out of sequence. Robot did not turn into Rex's body this early on before the Omni-Man stuff. That happened after the Omni-Man stuff.
Oh, really?
Whatever. Yeah, it's whatever. I mean, I watched half the episode. I stopped where Omni-Man was going after Mark, and Cecil just kept trying to stop him. That's where I left off at. So, I don't know, guys. I'm a fan of the comic book. The show, it's okay.
It's hard when you're like a hardcore fan of the book and then you have to watch something that's not true to it.
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah,
when we first talked about this show, what did I tell you? Do you remember what I told you? I said it's Kirkman from The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I know.
Who's doing it? I told you that.
I know, but I understand they're taking the most important parts of the story and putting it in there to try to make it flow better. It's just, I don't know, man. It just
let me ask you this: Have you seen the last episode of The Walking Dead, Negan's backstory?
I haven't watched The Walking Dead in 3 to 4 years.
Rob, if you watch one episode, if you do it tonight, watch that. If you can find it, watch that last episode with Negan's backstory. It is one of the fucking best episodes I've seen in a long time, man. It is
okay.
So
now again, I haven't seen Walking Dead since like season 3 or some shit. So if I watch this Negan backstory episode, is it gonna do anything for my life?
I mean, it's gonna give you, if you like Negan. Well, you haven't watched it since
I don't know shit about. I know who he is. I know Dave Chappelle made fun of him. I know he bashed in an Asian person's head.
He's the best character. He's literally the best character in Walking Dead.
He is, and they do his backstory, so you get to learn. Like, he was a fucking gym teacher or whatever. At one point, he's sitting in his fucking house and he's playing fucking video games and shit.
So, but this backstory episode comes after everything he's already done, leading up to that bashing of the head. So then you already hate him so much. So now you find out what his metamorphosis was.
Yes, and Rob, you know he kills Glenn, right? So Glenn is Maggie's fucking boyfriend or whatever, baby father, right? Yeah. So when Maggie comes back, there's always this tension. Like, Negan's like, oh, I know she don't like me. But at the end of this episode, like, they tried to ban him from where Maggie was. He was living there. And Carol's like, come, we're going to take you to cabin, live over there. But Negan ends up saying, I'm coming back, right? So he ends up coming back. And when he walks back into the thing and Maggie looks at him, she's looking at him like all pissed and shit. He gives her this grin. And I was like, oh, shit, is Negan back? Yo, he gives her this grin, bro. And I was like, yeah, best episode they've done in a long time. Guaranteed.
I loved what they did with the relationship in the comics with Negan and Carl, and that goes all the way up until the last episode or the last issue of the comic. They still have that relationship, but I don't know, man. It's just
I know they've made changes, but this is what I'm saying. That's why I brought up Robert Kurtzman.
They're always going to make changes.
Yeah, they're always good. That's what I was warning you about when we first talked about the series, and now you're like, yeah, you see, you're not feeling the changes. Yeah. But for someone like me and Gaïskar and Donnie who haven't read the comic, this shit's fire to us.
Yeah.
It's like, Robert,
I tried watching the first episode, man.
Game of Thrones books, man. You can't compare them to the show.
True. That's why I'm so happy I watched the show and not read the book.
Give me a second.
I got 2 super chats I got to get to. Walter says, Zemo Butler is gangster.
He is, but he's going to die sooner than he's not going to make it through all the movies.
Yeah.
He's so old. It's not like Alfred where they can just keep switching him out. This guy's old.
The amazing webhead coming with $1.09 super chat. Rob, what do you feel of the show is me with MCU Spider-Man? What? Rob, what you feel of the show is me.
Oh, what you feel of Invincible is with him and Spider-Man. They do Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So he's saying
I can feel that. I can feel that.
Yeah, because it's not the same. It's not like what they're doing with Spider-Man is not the same as what the comics did and what the first 3 movies did. I mean, first 2. We don't talk about the third.
They just signed a deal, right? Sony and Disney.
Well, they just signed a deal to release the movies on Disney Plus. And I think some Sony something where the first crossover going to come to things
as well.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But Captain America Servant Society. I mean, I'm sorry, old school super chat.
Yeah, that was a joke. Remember that was supposed to be the 3rd Captain America movie. Then they changed it to Civil War for everybody.
Yeah, Servant Society. But that has to do with. But that's Steve Rogers' story.
Yeah.
So that can't be. I don't know. I mean, who gives a shit? They can change whatever they want.
Yeah, they can change. When do you think they're going to introduce Ironheart, or are they going to introduce Ironheart?
What are you talking about? She has a whole show on Disney Plus coming out.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they already even told you who the lead. It
was announced.
Girl.
Dude, announced. Okay, look, man, my head's been up my own ass for the past couple months, or
that's
past
why you look
months.
that's why you look so shitty. Got it.
Oh wow!
I was just about to say, wait. I'm with Rob. When did they announce that?
What the hell?
At the news conference when they announced all the series.
Yeah, the same series they announced all the Star Wars shit and everything. They announced it. They even announced the lead character. With the same time they announced what's his name?
Did they announce it or just show like a logo?
They showed a logo and the lead character.
The main lead character.
Did they cast?
Don't ask me who she is. I don't remember.
Did they cast somebody for her?
Yeah. Hold on, let me see if I can find her name.
I'm with you, Rob. I'm like, what the fuck?
Crazy.
I think y'all need to take 2 more shots.
Dominique Thorne. Yeah. Dominique Thorne is the lead character, and she's gonna be playing Ironheart.
Dominique Thorne. Why is this half cracker looking chick coming up on here?
Half cracker looking chick.
Sophie Wiley. Sophie Wiley.
Remember, you're a white guy, not a cracker. You can't call people crackers if you're not willing to take the moniker on yourself.
Okay. I mean, she wouldn't be the first person I would pick for an Ironheart, but who cares? Like,
who are you talking about? Are you seeing who this is?
Dominique Thorne, yeah.
Why wouldn't you pick her as Ironheart?
That's not who I would picture as Ironheart.
Who would you picture as Ironheart?
I don't know. I would have to look. I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm cool with that. But
dude, she has to be a younger black girl who's still in high school, going to college, transitioning, and created her own Iron Man suit. I feel like it didn't matter who they cast, in my opinion.
All right,
they just needed somebody who worked with it.
Let me see if I can find who I would cast.
So let me ask you this. The girl from Rosewood. Not Rosewood.
Riverdale.
Riverdale.
Yes. That's the girl I was looking up right now.
Hold on. Pause. She's in Riverdale. Okay. She's in Riverdale. She's CW. The fuck? Come on, guys. No. They're looking for top talent. Like, this girl was in it. Beale Street Can Talk. It was an Oscar-nominated movie. Like, she already has like big chops.
This girl is top talent too.
Yes.
The fuck would I hire? She's too hot. She's gonna be in a suit the whole fucking time, and she doesn't even look that like. No, bro. I'm sorry.
Fuck. They make that suit with a booty on it. I'm good with it.
You know what? This is where y'all thinking with y'all other heads. So I'm gonna tap out here.
So we did have the Mortal Kombat discussion last night. There was this because I was watching it again. I was watching a piece of it again today, and Melina, when she's walking from the back,
that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I saw that scene. I'm like, this must be it. This must be it. What Anzo was talking about.
I was like, oh, is she thick?
My gosh, guys.
Sharif was like,
I'm just like, y'all gonna have daughters, and y'all gonna be sitting here talking like this.
I already have a son.
I said daughters.
No, but I have a kid already, so my son.
No. It's different. We both have boys.
That's what I'm saying. You guys are gonna have. My kid days are done.
No. I don't know about mine, but
I have 2 girls, man.
Yeah, you see, he's
19 and 16.
He's not talking like that. He's just like, look at these nonsense guys are talking.
Okay.
Actually, he's heard me talk like,
I just got a cat. That's all.
Don't do that. Get rid of that shit. Don't be the cat boy. Don't do that.
What do you want me to do, man? I was branded the cat boy. I thought I was.
No, don't be the cat.
Don't be the cat boy. Get a dog. Get a dog. And the thing is that it's not that she's too hot. Okay, when I say this, because somebody in comments said I think she's too hot. No, I think that should be too distracting for. I feel like the story that they're trying to put out. Like, yes, be attractive, be this, but don't be like this fucking Instagram hottie and a comic book, show. It's like, no, that'd be like
that's like saying we're gonna cast Wonder Woman, but let's not get a hot model to play Wonder Woman. What I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, they already did that with Brie Larson.
I don't think that she was that hot, but
no,
she's not. But
she ain't bad either.
But what I was gonna say is, have you guys checked out her channel?
Who?
Brie Larson's channel.
No, I don't find her attractive, so I don't watch her channel.
You gotta go. Hold on.
I'm talking about here.
I don't either. I don't find it that attractive. But if you watch her workout video,
I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up.
Workout video.
When they're wearing yoga pants,
Jeff Goldblum.
I got my attention.
Let's go see that. Workout video. Come on, guys. That's real nice right there.
That's exactly what Robert's looking at right now.
Yeah, I know.
That's what he's saying. He's like, hold on a sec.
I'm gonna be quiet right here. You guys are gonna talk, and I'm gonna watch. And
you just fast forward.
Okay, we're training. Hold on.
He's watching. He's like, I gotta get rid of this cat.
It's the one with the downward dog you want to see.
Yeah. Guys can see them. Guys can see them.
I'm just talking out of my shit.
I know.
Damn. Okay. All right. I see. Okay.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? That's what I was like. I was like, okay, it's not too bad, to be honest with you.
but I never found Brie Larson attractive.
Neither did I.
I still don't. Nobody, you still shouldn't. I mean, any girl can just wear some tights and just bend over with some heavy thing in her hand. Like, it's no big deal.
Looks better to me, bent over.
All your wives and girlfriends can wear an orange jumpsuit, have a thing in their arms, and
why am I getting a flashback of Danny with Monica Rambeau and WandaVision? Remember?
Yes, exactly.
See, I don't know. I guess I don't know. Different things of beauty. I think Monica Rambeau has it. Well, but the thing is, at the same time, I've seen her be like super hot in
you think Monica Rambeau's
Chirac, and all these other shows and movies. I've seen her be hot, but I've just kind of been like, okay, she's beautiful, and not that she's serviceable, but I've seen her at her hottest. But now they're kind of muting that and saying, okay, let's use her for her talent, not her hotness. And I feel like if you hire that girl from CW, you're hiring her for her hotness, not her fucking talent. That's the problem we have.
I completely understand what you, and I find that they're trying to like tone down how sexy the women are in the movies, and that really bothers me. I'm like, what is wrong with having a sexy woman in the movie? What's wrong?
I'm gonna come after your ass. That's what.
You know what I mean? Like,
putting that girl clothes.
I'll tell you what. As of right now, I have other than me having to do it for YouTube, I have zero interest in seeing Ironheart, other than the fact I have to review it, and it's sort of like my duty. If they cast chick from CW, like, I'm going to see that for fun.
Yeah. Like, honestly, Batwoman's ratings would probably be skyrocketed if they had chose her instead of the girl that they had now.
I don't care how bad those episodes were. I'll be sitting there, like, I'll be like,
oh, wait, we got a booty shot? Look at this. Oh, okay, I can do with that.
10 seconds back, 10 seconds back, 10 seconds forward.
Because let's be honest. Have you guys watched Black Lightning?
I'm a whole season behind.
I saw season 1 part.
I don't give
1 season and a half.
Fuck Thunder. There is one episode where she is in some like lingerie shit.
The older sister, right?
Yeah, the older sister.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd watch it just for.
I mean, I don't know. I'm of a different camp. Like, if I'm gonna watch some sexy shit, it's gonna be like on some shit that she's actually gonna get
some porn.
No, she's actually gonna get used like that. Like one of my shows that I like is
used
Billions.
Like that. She's actually gonna be used. A couple of mileage on her.
Yeah. Sexy, goddamn! She's gonna be used like a damn object.
Let's put some kilometers on. Oh, I'm sorry, miles.
You know what? We
do not reflect those of us.
We don't leave it alone. I'm not backtracking nothing. What I mean is used in that way, used in that manner. Like, you need to be hot because it's a story purpose. Not that you need to be hot because we need to make you hot because being smart is not good enough for fucking for Rob and Enzo over there.
But what I'm saying is they should take a fucking page from like, you know, these OnlyFans. Like, you see these kids that are watching.
That is terrible. No,
it is terrible. It is terrible.
Toxic. All these bitches. No, fuck that.
But my point is, if you put a sexy woman into a TV show or a movie, those kids will watch it just because the girl is sexy.
And then you have a stupid fan base who argues about the dumbest things, and they get your show canceled quick.
Well, hold on. Time out, rewind it, because this super chat kind of goes in my thought process. Watch till we get the actor for Black Cat. Black Cat, sexy as fuck, right? That's what they did with MJ in the MCU Spider-Man movies. Zendaya is extremely attractive if you watch her with her hair and then they make her look like a fucking homeless bum in fucking the Spider-Man movies.
I understand what you're saying. Instead of making her look like when you go to the history of MJ.
When has Mary Jane ever been super duper sexy?
What? She's always been. Look at her.
Depending who drew her.
But how come we weren't complaining about this back in Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3?
I'm pretty sure Rob did.
I hated Kirsten Dunst in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. She did not represent Mary Jane. Mary Jane is a monster.
But you still loved those movies.
No, I didn't.
Because of you didn't like 1 or 2?
No, I'm an amazing Spider-Man fan.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we did talk about that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. He's crazy, but he did.
All right. I'll leave it alone. But okay, I'm of a different camp. I mean, I got it.
But look, if they had an arc for Zendaya, okay, the first movie she's all homeless looking and bum, and then the second movie they're going to a dance and she shows up at Peter Parker and she's got her hair all straight and she's all sexified. She's like, face it, tiger, you just hit the jackpot. Boom! That's the story arc. That is the story arc for Mary Jane. That's not what they're doing. They're showing everybody that you can look like shit, not put no effort in it, but people are going to love you because of your personality. Doesn't work like that. Otherwise, I would have a girlfriend.
Actually, you're kind of superficial with that one, so I won't say that. I won't say that. You know what I mean?
I think that's a conversation for our other show that's coming out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm no longer on that. As hot, you're gonna make me watch it just because.
No, I get it.
Because I find like as hot as all these girls are shaking their asses and doing everything on fucking YouTube, Instagram, all this shit. They have nothing upstairs, and they're not waifu material, and I can't do shit with them.
You are right, but they're called eye candy.
But I'm sorry to disagree with you, man, because if you look all these streaming, you go to Twitch, you go look at how many women and girls are now streaming, and what's the first thing you see? Those V-neck cuts, the boobs jiggling up and down.
That's the point. No, everybody's just looking at that, and then you got all these fucking thirsty simp motherfuckers that are just paying all this money just to see that. She could be the worst game player ever. Yes, they're there just to watch her on the stream.
But that's
absolutely. But that's
our point. That's the point. That's what's bringing in the money right now.
And then. I don't know. This is a conversation for another stream, but just at the same time, and you have all these freaking beautiful women running around, and then they don't want any of these guys. These guys are walking around with blue balls because all these bitches are chasing the money, and now we're working.
Please tune in Wednesdays.
Gaïskar, Roberto, and Robert.
Oh man,
this Wednesday, man, we're gonna do it. But you make up a good point because I used to follow this YouTuber. I forgot her name. She used to do just video game content, and she knew her shit. And then she only had like a couple hundred subscribers. And then out of nowhere, she started wearing like low cut stuff. And she has 100,000 subscribers now because she just dresses in like skimpy ass shit.
Absolutely.
I'm like, this girl has the personality of a lighter.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that has nothing to do with that.
That's just it. But then you guys are complaining about like, oh, I can't get a girl. The girls are this, the girls are that. Like some people, some guys. I'm not gonna say everybody. I'm not gonna say you. I'm gonna say some guys. I'm gonna say some guys because obviously, Blanquito, you got somebody. Enzo, you got somebody, and I'm not gonna say anything else. But just people that don't have anybody are like, what's wrong with these women? What's wrong with these girls? I didn't. Listen, I'm not dating anybody either.
This is when the show went south.
I'm not dating anybody either. So I'm just saying, like, the fact that we're out here trying to look for these women, but then all they're doing is playing up how sexy they are. But they ain't got fucking nothing. They're dumb as rocks upstairs.
You know what it is?
All that shit.
And I agree with you 100%. Personally, I ain't trying to date them. You know what I mean? That's why they called eye candy. That's why it's called eye candy.
He's trying to use them.
You know what I mean? That's why it's called eye candy. I don't know about what they have in their brain. I ain't looking for them. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. So Marvel and these movie theaters, if they want to make a little extra money, they should start thinking about that instead of with this fucking, Bo-Katan's her
that was ridiculous.
Has breasts. You know what I mean?
5 minute warning, guys. 5 minute warning.
It's like, what the fuck do you care about that? Yeah. Like, why are you arguing about that?
Disney's never gonna do that, man. It's fucking wholesome family, and they're trying to do family enough stuff because they still have merchandise to sell. They still have moms who have to bring their kids to the theaters. You don't want mom sitting in there looking like fucking terrible, then popped out 3 kids and everything's just falling down, and they're looking at these fine bitches on the screen. They're making them feel bad about their lives, and they don't even want to come see these movies.
But if that's what makes you feel bad about your life, then you need to start thinking about other things, because at the end of the day, when we were growing up, that's what they showed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I grew up like that, and I'm not
look how fucked up we are now.
No. We're not fucked up. It's so. It's our it's society that's making it seem like we're fucked up.
Exactly. So we should be using films and movies as a way to push our narrative forward.
We're talking like a white man now.
As if we're like fucking Falcon and Winter Soldier, where we're pushing the narrative forward. Let's push the narrative forward of not putting these stereotypes and all this shit. No. I don't know, man.
I'm not thinking that. I'm just thinking, let's get back to men with masculinity. You know what I mean? A man being a man and women being women.
Man, you be watching too much Fresh and Fit, man. You were there with me, man.
But it's true though. We can still have sexy women that do movies and be powerful and strong women, and you can still have the men that are masculine and kicking ass in these movies. But for some reason, it's like there was a rapper that came out wearing a dress, right? And one of the articles. Kid Cudi, right. And the article that came along with it said that it's getting acceptable for men to wear dresses. Are you fucking kidding me?
What does that got to do with the women? But what are the women? But no, he was literally wearing a dress, Blanquita. No, fuck that. It wasn't a kilt. It was a full-on dress. The shoulders were missing. Yes. It was a dress. Fuck that.
Absolutely.
I mean, I get that. Like, yes, men should be more masculine. Absolutely, but I don't know. Fucking
men should be masculine. Women should be sexy. You know what I mean?
And for love of God, men should never talk about their fucking feelings. If your girl tells you what you're thinking and what you're feeling, you say fucking nothing. Just saying that right now.
I can tell you that. I could have told you that, bro. I
didn't know it was a trap, bro. I didn't know you get your man card taken away for good,
bro. Everything's a trap. You start living in feelings and emotions. That's a woman's world. That's where women play to get you trapped,
dude.
If you start playing in that world, you're gonna die. It's quicksand.
I didn't know that. I literally did not know it was a fucking trap.
Again, you know why? Because you're dealing with these cute bitches that have nothing upstairs, and so when you start dealing with bitches that got stuff upstairs, you getting stuck. So no.
Let's get to the last super chat. Let's get to the last super chat because this is gonna be a whole discussion on Wednesday night. I'm just telling you.
I can see it coming.
Title now: Nice guy finished last.
That's a good episode. That's
the whole thing.
I've been on that end. That one.
Me too.
Females have to. Okay, this is the last super chat. Then we gotta go. Females have to have. Okay, hold on. Females have to have something to offer upstairs. If you know what I mean.
That is correct. 100%.
No. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? His brain. What are you talking about? His brain, bro.
Danny couldn't.
Hey, Danny, if you want to open up another chat, I mean, shit, I'll create a YouTube channel right now to keep this conversation going. Shit.
I just walked in the house, man. You're talking about wanting Drake here, do this. I know how to stop. I got damn.
Oh, you still on that, bro? We ain't even talking about that right now, man. We talking about goddamn women and having shit upstairs. And
I was in the truck, bro. I can't talk all that shit with my wife. What the fuck y'all talking?
And see, that's another subject for another show.
So
honestly,
she's like, y'all know, how do you know that one drink and you done? Then Sharif gonna go like, you be around there and kind of head swivel. I cut the camera off. Time to cut off.
Just in case we say our plans when he's up here.
I'm sorry.
But it's funny though, Danny, that you said that because I'm sitting here, I'm talking about the movies, and I can hear in the corner of my like, what? Really? What? It's like maybe I shouldn't have had that last two shots or some shit. You know?
I don't know, man. So what you want to jump on and say, Danny? Say your piece real quick.
Yeah, we're getting ready to jump off.
Oh man, I just jumped on, man. I just walked in the house, bro. What was the topic of the night?
Right now we're on women.
Yeah, we were talking about women now, but we were on Falcon Winter Soldier for
women. I love them.
But you don't, but you don't play in their world of emotions and feelings and thoughts. And that's you see, Danny even know. You see, look at that. How do you feel? I feel like taking a shit. I'll tell it to you later. I feel like going to the bathroom. I feel like taking a shower. You talk to the shower head. You got something to talk about? You talk to the shower head when you take the shower by yourself.
Yeah, I told a certain person, man, there come a time and then you gotta let your ball sack drop, man, and let your pride kick in. It'll be fucking.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Crying and going. You do that shit privately.
I get it, man. I get it now. Okay, I have been RP enlightened. All right, I'm good now. I'm good.
We're gonna see, man. Because I'm telling you, you keep fucking with these. Keep fucking with these cosplay bitches. Fine, you ain't got to worry about emotions because they ain't got shit upstairs anyway. But you trying to get with a real woman?
Oh, sorry,
I wonder if she's thinking about me.
Oh my god. Okay, we're ending the show, guys. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great night. Later, guys.